Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's me, Solid, and we're here for the monthly update on my account. Hello and welcome everybody, glad to have you here, but yeah, no, so it's actually that time of the month already. So we're actually going to be going a little bit into it, right? So let me actually give you a couple of notes that I actually wrote down for the month. So we have a few notes. So we have banner submits that dropped during the September. Out of the ones that dropped, I kind of summoned mostly in the Shadowfest as typical. A lot of the selection banners are actually quite a few that were actually kind of interesting. So we had a couple of selection banners from the Apocrypha face. We had, I believe we had Apocrypha Beta, and we have Apocrypha. If you take a look here, this is the characters we had. Apocrypha. They're not Shadowfest, but they're limited selection banners. I actually wasn't aware of that until the time passed and they actually didn't show up into the map banners themselves. I was a little surprised because they're actually genuinely really, really good. Kind of half expecting it, but also wasn't fully because they were just normal looking characters. But there's also, so to me, what that means is there's going to be selection banners for characters, as well as Shadowfest Apocrypha banner characters. They're not actually per se named Apocrypha characters, because they actually are defined as Apocrypha in comparison. I don't think I have a screenshot, but let me see if I can find one real quick. So if we look up Imminence and Shadow. I don't know if I can actually find some, but... Oh, nice. Nope, most of the people talking about Alexia. That's funny. Alexia. People, yeah, no, Alexia was quite good. All I can really say. And actually she's still around, and hopefully you guys... I don't know if I've released the video entirely, but, we got Shadow for Alexia, and ideally I'll release it, I think possibly today, because I'd kind of been, sleeping on some stuff. I didn't want to necessarily, upload a video, but I ended up falling asleep a little bit, but, yeah, I think I might have to double drop it tomorrow, or I do have to drop it for sure tomorrow. But in the case of the current selection banner and the past selection banners, we still have actually, I believe, we have a selection banner for I Love Going Out of Delta. She's a premium summon, at least that's what it says. I believe she might be the standard summon type stuff rather than the limited selection banners. But the other two, Beta and we had Beta and Claire, that were pretty good. Both of them were pretty good. Yeah, I can't really find anybody that really pulled on them, per se. But they were time-limited selection banners. I really wish I could just kind of go back. Because they were good. I was kind of hoping that they were just going to be releasing, the standard banner, but no. They're going to be probably rerun in a possible Apocrypha upcoming chapters. And ideally, they're going to be releasing this type of stuff. I don't think they actually have the title of Apocrypha in here, but these ones do have the title of Demon. Similar to the Shadowfest Gamma and Shadowfest Beta, both of these characters are demons, and I did actually manage to pull Alexia on 90 pulls. I got her once, and I wasn't going to proceed because it was kind of relatively expensive. It cost me I went from 63k to the 43k you see today. But yeah, no. So these are my characters so far. I didn't actually manage to snag a screenshot from the other banner characters, but I might actually be able to just showcase them on the other banner. No, actually, no, because they came at the end of the Alexia banner. You know, I'm not going to be able to. Let me see Instagram. Let's see if they have some stuff in there as well. But yeah, no. Well, my thing loads up a little bit, so. We have Red Beatrix as well that actually did drop into the standard banner. She is quite a good unit. She's a really, really good unit. And I believe she is actually in the banner. Yeah. Glimmering Blade Beatrix is quite a unit. I believe you can actually obtain herself for free from getting her from shards as well. Right here. So you can obtain her from shards. Her skills were pretty good. I don't think you can actually see like her maxed out, but I know we can't see her here. But yeah, no, this is pretty much for like an ulti boost. If you have a mono red team, she will basically boost your elves really quickly. Had my Epsilon been a attacker rather than a defense unit, it would have actually been really, really good. What ended up happening since she was the tank, she is now actually probably one of the best PvE units. Weirdly enough, I swapped out Beatrix, but she's actually more of a PvP unit than I would have thought, because she actually grants like allies like a really quick SP boost. So whoever has like the ultimate really fast can actually crit like instantly just like delete units. Pretty much is how I would describe it. So she's actually still in my PvP teams. There are some units I may end up swapping out because I do have. I want to swap out for because I actually do now have. I managed to get myself Anna Rose, so she managed to drop by, and I finally got her. So her passive is what I'm really after. Third battle raises when attack with 50% multiplied by the number of humans in the party. Further raises evasion by 20% multiplied by the number of humans on party. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, you're right. Raises when attack multiplied by the number of humans. So she herself, I think, hits like a dump truck. Raises attack of all humans by 30% for 15 seconds, and also raises speed boost by 30%. Further raises healing boost by 40%, and maxed out at least, or getting the dupe up to this amount. It raises speed by an extra 10% and an extra attack by 10%. It also raises healing boost by up to 30%, which is really good for 15 seconds. She also cancels buffs on her skills, which is quite nice. And can lead to a lot of like just killing enemies pretty fast. She also inflicts dark on her ultimate and cancels 3 to 5 buffs. So she's really good like with that type of stuff. She also grants dark assist for all allies if you have a weapon, which I believe I do. So it's pretty good. So she won't like actually damage herself. I do believe that it's only an ultimate kind of thing for dark, at least anyway. I'm gonna double check on that one actually. Let me check. No, that's not dark. No, but it doesn't grant dark. How about combo? Does a combo grant dark? Esther Fly, cancel 3 buffs. Oh, that's not it. Nope. Dark on self. Inflicts dark on self. Damage bonus. Yeah, I don't know what dark does actually. Let me double check because I was not sure what it would actually do. If you wanna, by the way, if you wanna check some of the combat stuff, the easiest way to really go about it is by checking on battle, checking combat, or status elements and special effects. I didn't know dark. I thought dark was a debuff. A little bit weird actually. She's not that old. Where's dark at? Dark. It might just be like a regular buff. It might be, yeah, special effects. Dark status reduces accuracy from normal attack skills and techniques. Provoke status causes, yeah, so dark status reduces accuracy for normal attacks and techniques. I don't think dark is here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be here. Yeah, Demon Power and Strongest Sword is here, and this is quite a good one. Yeah, no, she's probably yellow or blue Alexis, but is probably one of the strongest now blue units in the game. I think Shadow's still pretty good, but Strongest Swords is just a relatively stackable like effect. It can be like really quickly. The kind of niche thing about it that I actually did see is that one of the only ways to like proc it off, unlike Aurora stuff, because Aurora can be like really boost herself really quickly because she actually procs off Demon Power on ally with the highest attack. So it's typically herself. So she typically grants herself like attack really quickly, and if at some point you manage to actually get somebody that has higher attack than she does, she'll actually prove to be like a really good attacker, period. She also raises accuracy for elementals and grins. Yeah, so both on self, so she gets 2 buffs on herself every single time she does that. And if you don't know what Demon Power does, it's crit rate by basically 50%, so she's guaranteed. Oh. That's a little bit weird. There we go. We have status elements in social effects. So if we actually look here, right here, charge, charge is actually really good on the other units. They actually cannot be removed either. So it's also really good. Demon Power can be removed, but for each stack, you raise damage 50%, and you raise speed, so she's bound to attack really, really fast. And like start of battle, she can pretty much raise her speed up to 100%. So she's bound to crit and damage and deal like a lot of damage really quickly. Yeah, so she, if you basically get an ultimate off, you can kind of basically nuke. But yeah, no, that's for that. At least my co-op stuff is, or not my co-op, but my synergy has increased quite a bit. If I could get Anna Rose, she's actually going to be quite a good, Anna Rose maxed out, she's actually going to be quite good. Because, yeah, she raises evasion for herself. Multiple number of humans, so she basically might have like 50% evasion. So it might end up being quite bad. I thought it was for everybody. It's just for herself, I think. Yeah, the attack is permanent, so she actually will have the attack permanently for herself, and she's going to hit really hard. If I was to max out any unit with like damage, it would be her. Because that way she'd actually hit really hard. I'm also not exactly sure why you'd need to be able to be immune to dark, because she only applies dark on herself is the problem. Raises dark on what? Yeah, if anybody knows what the point of having dark resist is, it's a little bit strange, really. I don't know exactly why she has it, but because it only inflicts dark on self for 1 second, which does absolutely nothing, from my understanding. I genuinely don't know why you need to inflict dark. This is good as a debuff, but that's kind of weird. That's actually kind of like a weird thing to actually find out. I think the other one might be actually better. Yeah, inflicts dark on all enemies. This is good. This is a good skill. Provoke, that's fine. That's a tank. That's a yellow tank. That's probably one of the better tanks. Dedicated sword. Each time evading attacks, raises attack of allies by 15% for 30 seconds. This is cooldown of 33, so it's actually quite a good one, actually. Further raises even 15 seconds for that. That's pretty good. Another I'm reviewing this unit, but she's also really quite good. Which kind of gets absolutely cancelled if you run a mono, like a red with that one, I guess, but you're not pinning a yellow against a red team anyways, so it's kind of weird. Aside from that, the relation of how kind of useless her skills are, I'm gonna double check on something. So by the way, we did get approximately 1.5k gems from the Apocrypha login, which I might have taken a picture, but I don't know if I have it. Yeah, but we did get like 1.5k. We also did get the Apocrypha Chapter 2, so you should check that out right now and complete it if you haven't already. I do believe I've released a video about it, so that should be really self-explanatory. But we are actually on the cusp of something pretty good in like a day or so. The reason I say this is because we're actually tomorrow. They're actually dropping, I think, possibly around 10 or 8. They're actually dropping a collab for Fire Force. If you haven't already seen it, I want to check it out. But let me see. Okay. Yeah, no, so we have the Fire Force collab event that's coming up soon. We have it right here. Assuming it loads. You know, some of the main issue with this page currently is that it's quite buggy, and among things, is quite laggy. But we are having a collab, you saw it in the top left. Let me see if I can double check it. Yeah, because I think one of the biggest issues I've had with this is that this page takes way too long to load. It's fine on the phone, it's actually been getting a little bit better. But it tends to lag quite a bit. I don't know if that's just an issue with recording or not, but I couldn't tell you. It doesn't necessarily lag this much on other stuff. But let's see. So we have those characters. We did get, like, I have been, like, updating. I was gonna upgrade, I've been upgrading, like, Yellow Sid Kagana, or Yellow, John Smith Sid Kagana. So he's been in, like, my upgrade path. I've also got the other, Yukime. So I got that one during the Alexia summons, which is quite good. I got quite a few, like, good characters from, like, the banner. I also got Ada as well. I don't think she's necessarily quite good. Shields enemies, grants rest for 60% of skills to attack on south. Broke all enemies, that's fine. Flex low for the lowers attack by 50%. That's not bad. 30 seconds after wave starts, based on healing boost by 40%. Permanently, so she can boost her healing up to 60 seconds. Further cancel the poison and bleed effects. Actually, she's quite good. Yeah, 30 seconds after wave, so she'll heal her own stuff and then cancel all poisons. I think that might be... Not exactly sure. Recovers on attack, only shoot by 100% of attack. Lowers defense of elementals behind south by 5% for 10 seconds. Raises attack by 25% for 10 seconds, recovering HP. Okay. That's interesting. A little bit rough, to be honest, but it's an interesting unit. I haven't had, like, this much, like, difference in, like, just characters in a bit. And I think one of my nicer ones that I used to have, and I maxed out at one point, because I just liked her, was Oriana. She got her first, her SS Plus gear, finally, when you check the second skill, inflicts stun on a second with the enemy with the highest attack, and then raises her own defense. It's pretty good, actually. That one was skill 2, Flying Kick. Yeah, she has 2 chances, I think, of inflicting stun. I think the main issue with this is that if your attacker, such as, ideally, like, on a blue unit, which might be somebody like... Realistically, blue kind of absolutely shatters most of the stuff. The reason is Alpha's got a really good tank. I think your comb raises stun resist and bleed resist by 100%. Oh, if elf. Yeah, that might be kind of... So any elf in the team is kind of really good. I guess she might actually be out of the picture in such a case. She raises her own stun resist by 100%. But anybody else that is an elf, she's actually really good for. Let's see, actually. So anybody... I might have to swap her out, actually, because she doesn't do quite as good, but she's my only tank, actually. My only good one, yeah. But, let me see. Right, yeah, this character show doesn't have her SS Plus here. Yeah, it's not quite as good. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it seems that from my perspective, she's not getting one for a bit, so she's not quite as good. Her defense is fine, her stats are pretty okay. She's like a standard, like an S-class character, I believe, if A, at the very least. I don't really have too many, like, tanks. The new Delta is actually really good. So she might actually be pretty good for Lexia, maybe. Each chain damage received versus only for 10% for 15 seconds. Inflicts damage for 50% of enemy. So it's kind of like Thorns. Just kind of like a Thorns effect kind of thing. That's not bad. Let's see her stuff. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Raises defense by 50%. Raises attack of all inferior of allies by 10%. Then defense, attack. Each time damage received shields allies by that amount for 15 seconds, and behind self. Okay. It's not bad. This is like a decent unit. Stuff. Recovers on HP as a healer. Kind of like, she's meant to like get like beaten, pretty much. Recovers on HP with 200% of attack, inflicts 100% damage on single enemy with highest attack. Further lowers attack with 30%. That's quite a bit, I think. It's kind of rough. Reduces its own damage received by 50% for 50 seconds, reduces its own defense by 50%. Inflicts. No, she's not bad. No, she's not bad. Overall, there's like been better blue units, I think. Shadowfist Epsilon might be probably better. If I take a look at PvP at the moment, I don't know if there's any good blue units out there. I know like one of the top meta teams, period, is mono green at the moment. Yeah, they're actually busting at the moment. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Blue, oh, there's Alexia, blue tank. I think the Shadowfest Alexia thing is one of the units. Now this is my party right here. I have this one, but I think I probably should swap out for a different character for defense. Because it's not really doing me too much of a favor, because I keep probably losing. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Save party. Yeah, because I keep getting beaten random. I think it's because this character. Yeah, if you, like realistically, she's not bad. The problem is like invincibility is nice, assuming I can get the ult off, which is not quite as good if I don't have anything ult boosting, which I really doubt. So it's better for me to ultimate really quickly and then just kind of nuke and then move on. But yeah, no, I think PvP-wise, this year the teams will actually show you. I haven't quite gotten to like the point I'm happy with leveling. I actually did manage to reach max level recently. However, since every single time they drop a Shadowfest, which is kind of towards the end of the month, they will increase the cap by 4 levels. I decided to not actually, for starters, do 2 things, right? So I have been holding approximately 6,000 of the item fragments, item fragment boxes. Oh, it's 7,000 now. You know, I've been holding a bunch of these equipment boxes for a while, and I've been like collecting some of these ones. I've been collecting dust. I was gonna wait until like the last second to kind of use it, but it hasn't really been quite up there, so didn't get to use it. I've been like waiting on this because I just want to get like the most out of it, so that's why I've been waiting. This is the amount of stuff I have on it so far. I've got a couple of SS tickets. I've decided to wait until there's like a character I really want to see if I can maybe get it. So I've been actually starting to just hold on to these ones actually, since there's nothing I really want quite yet, or something I don't really want so badly. These are actually better to stock up until like there's more characters in the roster. The reason being is as more selection banners and characters come out, it actually becomes easier for you to get the character from a selection banner early than it is to get that. Because they actually do drop in the regular summons as well. Yeah, I believe these ones get updated fairly frequently. So yeah, these are the characters that are added to the roster. There's a couple, but not too many really. Yeah, everything else is kind of different, but the main ones are going to be Mercilessly Victoria, Yellow and a Rose, Tank, and Glimmering Blade Beatrix. This one, Iris Midgar, Crimson Sphere is actually really good as well. I was quite happy with that unit, and she is a yellow unit. They're both like decent. I think Iris might be really quite good. And one of those things I've been noticing is a lot of the selection banners actually have really good units. A lot of the other units can be like quite good, but they kind of have a few issues. Yeah, recovers on HP is fine and grants parry. Parry. This is a new thing that was added with her, which essentially allows you to counter damage. And it's really good. Crimson Spirit each time provoked and inflicted by self lowers damage inflicted for all enemies by 10%. and I think up to 15 in a cooldown of 2 seconds. So this can get really good, because it's all enemies do reduce damage. I think even her weapon is really good. At start of wave, every 10 seconds, shields damage by 150%. And every 10 seconds, so when you begin, you actually have a shield, and every 10 seconds after is really good. All others for 15 seconds. Further raises their damage inflicted by 10% for 10 seconds. For 60 seconds, if human. So it's just really good for mono yellow team, mono human yellow team. It also inflicts revolt on all enemies just with this for 5 seconds. So no matter what, nobody else but her is getting attacked. She also reduces damage by a ton. This is quite good. Wish I could get her, but no, I can't. No, not yet, anyway. Let's actually talk a little bit about the selection banners. So there have been rerun banners. The Halloween one I kind of skimmed over. I didn't want to actually use it. I didn't really summon on it. I didn't want, like, it's just kind of like rerun Halloweens. It's cute. It's like the old the old Halloween beta, or no, alpha? No, not alpha. Oh, we can actually, I just realized where we can actually see the characters. So if we go in story, no, character quest, yeah, this is where you can actually see the characters. So, this is just the standard stuff. So, if we go to Apocrypha Chapter 2, actually I have 10,000 nations. I didn't even know I had some of these left. I'm confused. Thought I used all these. Let me actually claim this real quick. That's peculiar. And we got this. Let's claim all of these. I really like. I want these ones. These ones are nice. They're not bad to get. But boss hunt. So they're not actually here specifically for the beta I want to show you, but the Halloween units that actually had a rerun come from the first Halloween event. I believe it's a Halloween night rerun. I actually went through this event quest and completed most of it. I got these characters a couple of times. Had to do it for I think you actually had like 2,000 or so gems you can actually get from this. By the way, if you ever want like free gems or some of the stuff, go back to some of these events. You can actually, if you haven't completed or if you're new, you can actually go back to these and you can actually get like free first player phantasm gems. So that's pretty good. But the main thing about this that I want to do is they were actually rerunning this mischievous witch Delta, and they were rerunning Lazy Vampire Ada. They were running both of these characters back like in like a kind of like a rerun banner, a standard. I don't think they were like really necessarily anything peculiar because they were like in the first Halloween banner. They're really like Delta is actually like cute and like cutesy and stuff, and she's really good. Like at least aesthetic wise. Since it was the first Halloween they had, I don't know quite how good it is, but I have some doubts about it. Misgift Santa was kind of back to back, so it may not. This is kind of where a bunch of the stuff started to become probably really nice. Interlude, I think this is where, yeah, this character's not bad. Let me use it. Yeah, can I do that? She's actually really nice. This unit's actually really nice. She has like a good weapon too. But if we actually look at it, kind of showing you my roster again, but these should. Out of the characters I want to work, or out of the characters I want to use. So we have Anarose, Yukime, because I don't think I have any. Well, I have a green healer, so actually she's quite good. A green healer's really good, and I would like to get Yukime, and I got Yukime. The reason I would like Yukime is for a mono green team with ideally like beasts, like a beast mono green team is what I want to go for. However, if I'm going to go for an elf mono green team, I got the new elf. I think I kind of built her up, and I'm thinking of using her on an entirely different team. Perhaps a red team, I think. The reason behind it is because she actually grants, I think, humans with her, because I'm actually working on her SS Plus here, so what am I waiting for? She gains speed by 60% if... Yeah, she grants further races speed by 80% for 60 seconds, and damage inflicted by humans for 60 seconds. Yeah, so she heals all allies that are human. She's really good. She's like her having her max and with her SS Plus gear is really good on a mono human team. If I was to kind of use a team such as that, I think because I have quite a few humans. I think I've added like a kind of like a roster. Aurora's really good. The new Alexa is really good as well. So she'd actually get like quite a bit of a boost. Because I think she's demon, but she's also human, so. So having her and as well as possibly her as well. I think her stuff is based on humans as well, I think. Yeah, multiply per elementals in party. Further increases attack by 10% and multiply by number of humans in party. Yeah. It's quite good if you have somehow I'm on a human team, which I kind of have one almost. I think from my idea, from one of my presets for a mono human red team, it would probably be, let's go here. We're gonna edit this one. We're gonna do this, possibly this. This would be kind of like an ideal mono red human team. It would be it's a little too much, kind of one-sidedly, so I may end up kind of swapping this out. Or the red. Let's see, red bleeder. So I think I might end up. Let me see, because I think she grants herself like a lot of attack. Yeah, it's not bad. It's 40% extra damage. Races damage inflicted by all remnants for 25%, which is nice, but she grants herself way more attack damage just on her own. So I think ideally it would be her we take out, her we X. I don't know if this is good or not. Inflicts stat and then recovers on HP by 66% and reduces enemy and reduces their SP by 66. It also raises crit rate by elemental allies behind itself. Or increases crit rate either. Receives reduces own damage until HP goes below 25%. So something like that, possibly. I think I might go with this one though. Lycagon is pretty good since she actually grants evasion, it's actually not the worst. And when own HP falls below 99%, increases her own evasion by 90%, and raises evasion of all other elementals behind itself by 50%. So she's going to be quite a good one. I don't have this one quite yet, so this one may be on the works soon enough, because I also have her awakened twice. I'm going to have her skill once, and she also gains herself evasion on top of it. So she's really, really quite good. Especially with the evasion kind of kit that Eneros has. This actually might be like better than I thought. Actually, this might be like a team I have. I think for a red healer that's a human, I sadly don't have any. Though what we could do as well is swap out my bleeding. Hold on. But she's not bad. She's got dupes, but she doesn't quite have her SS Plus weapon ready yet. She bleeds a lot, so she gets actually boosters, but she doesn't even have her weapon. That also she kind of gets clapped at times randomly for that type of stuff. So I think for her case, it would be like that. I am impressed she actually has high priority. That's damn impressive. Okay. But this is a mono human team. This is kind of one of those teams I would probably use personally for that type of stuff. I think she wouldn't get necessarily the biggest boost since she is green, but if I had a human to replace it with, it would definitely be this one. This is not the worst team ever. It's pretty good. Well, that's kind of like an example of a team I have now planned on working on. It's actually quite good. At least statistically speaking, it's really good. Did upgrade Iris and Sid Smith. We did reach max level 133 recently, but we actually did increase that stuff. The new Shadowfest and the collab did get. Oh, yep, that's right. Max out Epsilon. I did actually get Epsilon maxed out fully. She is actually a banger unit. I was complaining about her being whether she was useful or not, but she is based on the first and second highest attack units. So she actually gives them what I think is the best example of whatchamacallit. Her passive was her passive. Not bad. Yeah, this one I think is this one. Brilliance. No. Is there other stuff? Yeah, her specialty. Yeah, Grand Charge and first and elemental Lanos whenever she takes damage. There's a cooldown of 3 seconds on that, but it's really, really fast. It's really, really fast. But let's see, I think that's kind of about it, really. Upgrading my characters, a couple, like, thousands of gems to log in. As per usual, we do have the Alexia second princess special, so every time they've been dropping the demon units below it, if you don't know this, they actually allow you to use double weapons on them, which is quite good. Yeah, because they actually don't have... And this is happening for every unit. I think... You know, every single one of these ones can actually use... If we actually check on Versus... Inclusion Festival... Defense... I think what I'm gonna... Yeah, I need to swap her out. I need to kick her out, and then I need to put in... you. Which I need to upgrade her is what I need to do, because I'm kind of tired of this beta. Beta's not necessarily the worst thing, because I think she might have had like a really decent SS plus here. For the lowest, nope. That's, each time normal attack is used, cancels all shield effects. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. The problem is, like, she does the same, and then she grants buffs. I'm going healer further cancels 3 status elements on each ally. She also lowers attack on all enemies, also raises further cancels all buff effects on her elementals. So she like claps them. It's all buff effects, so it's kind of like mute point. But she's currently the character I have maxed out, so can't really do much. But her, I have her there. But yeah, this is kind of like a new team that I was working on. But yeah, no, she can use 2 weapons, as you can tell. I'm just gonna save this party. And I need to ideally kind of get like a new unit, honestly. I think the character I was gonna get for blue is actually I was gonna replace her possibly. Or her really. Because she does good. I think the problem is like she's kind of like more single target oriented than anything. I was gonna possibly replace her. But no, that's not a character review, so I think it's worth leaving for that. If you guys have any suggestions, because I'm a little tired on this type of stuff, let me know. At least suggestions on which characters to upgrade a little bit. I haven't looked at all of these because they kind of can be a little bit overwhelming, especially since I can only upgrade one character at a time. I typically upgrade characters I want to try out at least, and it kind of just goes from there. These are my current top favorites. These are all Shadowfists, so they're kind of up there as well. Let me know what you guys think of my account, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and stay solid. Bye-bye.